Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to talk about another method that I usually use to help my orchids grow really fast with so many roots and leaves. First of all, let me tell you a little bit about how your orchids grow. In growing season, there are so many roots and leaves appear, but in blooming season, if your orchids grow so many new roots, it means that your orchids are not ready to grow spikes. So, if your orchids are healthy in blooming season, you can give it some types of fertilizers that can help it grow spikes. You can choose fertilizer that is rich in potassium. But if your orchids are weak and they don't have many roots and leaves, just give it a fertilizer that is rich in vitamins and nitrogen, calcium, so that they will grow more roots and leaves and they will be ready to bloom in the next season. Most of my friends always ask me, "Hey, I want my orchids grow spikes. I want to see flowers." The first thing is not to force your orchids to bloom. It is helping your orchids grow strong and healthy roots and leaves, and when they are strong and healthy, they will bloom well. Don't use chemical products to force them bloom. That's why I always take care of my weak orchids for a really long time to make sure that they are strong and healthy enough to grow spikes. So today I'm going to talk about another recipe that can help your orchids grow so strong and healthy. The main ingredient today is rice water. How to make this rice water? I eat rice every day and I wash rice with water. Then after that I have rice water. If you don't eat rice every day, you don't have rice water and you may not know about this method. In this case, if you want to give it a try, just buy a bag of rice. Then you wash 200 grams of rice with 5 mils of water. Then you keep the rice for you to eat, and here you will give the rice water for your orchids. Let me know in the comments section if you usually use rice water for your orchids. I really wonder how many of you eat rice every day and keep the rice water for your orchids. It is the traditional way of us to take care of our plants. When I was a kid, I saw my grandparents use rice water to take care of all the plants in the garden. When I started taking care of orchids as a hobby, I use rice water all year round to take care of my orchids. The rice water contains a lot of vitamins, which is really good for growing roots, and besides, it contains microorganisms that can break down all the type of nutrients into a form that plants can absorb easily. That is why when you apply rice water for your orchids for a long time, you can see that your orchids grows with so many roots and leaves, and they can absorb other types of fertilizers so much better. So how to use this to apply to your orchids? I just dilute this rice water with water. 1 portion of rice water and 6 portions of water. Here I have about 10 mils of rice water and I will dilute it with 50 mils of water. Pour it onto the roots. Actually, you can spray it to the leaves, but I don't do that because it makes the leaves look dirty. But it is good for leaves too. You can do as you want. Or I just wipe it like this, and the leaves will not be dirty, but it takes a lot of time. Another way that I usually use to have a better result is that I will add a pinch of sugar or a pinch of instant yeast and to the rice water, then mix it well, then let it sit for a day. This is the rice water that I added a pinch of sugar yesterday. Now I will use 10 ml of this with 50 ml of water and use this to care for my orchids. Why I prefer this liquid? As I mentioned before, there are microorganisms in this rice water. When you give them a bit sugar, they will eat sugar and they will release some types of enzymes that can break down the bran inside the rice water into a form that your orchids can absorb. When you use rice water right after washing the rice, your orchids cannot eat much from that. But when you add sugar or instant yeast and let it sit for a day, the rice water can become a perfect liquid because the bran inside this contains so many vitamins, minerals, nitrogens, and even calcium. All of them are so good for the orchids. You can apply this liquid to your orchid twice a week and it is just enough for your orchids to grow leaves, roots, and even spikes. When I don't have free time, I just give my orchids rice water and it grows really well. Give it a try and tell me the results that you get. Thanks for watching and see you next time.